Okay, so I'm going to be presenting you with the choice between one trigger or another. And then I'm going to make an assumption about you based on which trigger you picked. Okay? Here we go. So the first trigger . That's your first choice. And then your second choice . So, have you decided? Okay. If you chose the bubble wrap, you choose things based off of their practicality and efficacy. You choose things based on practicality. If you chose this one, you choose things based off of aesthetics. Next. So your first choice is this one. Or this one. Have you decided? Okay. If you chose this one, I bet you were the type of person who has at least once told the teacher that you had homework. You have at least once reminded the teacher that there was homework. Your reasoning? Because it was the right thing to do. And if you chose this one, you're the kind of person that likes to make a statement with either their wardrobe, their makeup, their hair, or their personality. But then whenever you actually make that statement, you feel a little insecure about it. Next. Your first choice. And your second choice. So, curvy backpack or curvy choker? Which one? Okay. If you chose the curvy backpack, you are the responsible one in the friend group. Unless there's someone else who can take charge better than you, but that's a rare occasion. And if you chose the curvy choker, your baby, we've got this keyboard. Or this keyboard. If you chose this one, you need things to be done the right way. So it may have bothered you that it went like this instead of actually typing on it. And you may not have even considered this a keyboard because it's only one little line. If you chose this one, you don't think it's about winning or losing. It's about having fun. Also, you have ADHD. Okay. Next, we've got the Slinky. Or this little box. So, which one will it be? Okay, if you chose the box, you would definitely marry somebody for their money if the circumstances present themselves. And if you chose the Slinky, you definitely shoplifted as a kid and still don't think it counts because it was just a little thing. But you definitely at least stole one thing from the store one time. And it doesn't count to you. Okay, next. This is your first choice and your second choice. Ooh. Okay, have you decided? Okay. If you chose this one, you're the kind of person who likes to see what they're in for before they do anything at all. You need to know all of your options. You need to know what exactly you are in for before you make a decision. If you chose this one, you're the kind of person who says they're spontaneous, but really, every time that they make a spontaneous decision, there was either careful planning in your head or it drives you crazy that you didn't plan ahead of time. Choice number one. And choice number two. Have you decided? Okay. If you chose this one, you are able to mold yourself to fit the situation that you're in. You are the kind of person that molds themselves into the situation that they are in. If you chose this one, you like or need the situation to mold itself to how you are. You need the situation to mold itself to you. Next, we have black nail polish. And we have glittery nail polish. Glitter, 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 glitter. Glittery nail polish. So, which one? Okay, if you chose the black nail polish, you're the type of person who on the outside seems to have a very tough exterior, but on the inside, you're just a playful little softie. Just a playful little softie. On the inside, just a playful little softie. And if you chose the glitter one, then you're the kind of person who likes to show that playful soft side out into the world. But really, on the inside, you've got a lot of deep darkness. And if you chose the secret answer of both with the black underneath the glitter, then you're the kind of person who is good at puzzles, especially in video games. Oh, also you like to find any way to cheat the system. You just have to, you have to. Okay, next. These are my Crocs. Or so, which one? Okay. If you chose the Crocs, then you're the type of person who sometimes gets themselves into a weird situation because you anxiously answered in a way that wasn't true to yourself, but because of your anxiety, you answered that way, and now you're stuck in some weird situation that you either don't know how to get out of or aren't even gonna bother trying to get out of it because you might as well just see it through, even though you're uncomfortable and don't want to do it. And if you chose this one, you don't say things just to be nice. You say things to just get people off your back because it really doesn't matter. And people think that you're just saying things just to be nice, but really you just don't feel like dealing with it. Next. Or have you decided? Okay. If you chose this one, You like to plan surprise parties, but you get so excited about the surprise that a lot of the times you just kind of end up giving away the surprise because you can't help it. Or at the very least, almost giving away the surprise. If you chose this one, you are the kind of person who is really, really good with kids. To the point where people find it like super attractive that you're super good with kids. It's like a selling point, you know what I mean? Even if you don't want to have kids of your own. Or did you choose? Okay. If you chose these, you were the kind of kid who would always get in timeout for recess because you were either talking too much or talking back or forgot the homework. Something messy was going on, and you would always get timeout for recess. But you weren't violent or anything, just a little messy. And if you chose this one, you were really, really, really good in school, but for some reason you could just not do spelling tests. Okay, now these sorts of jewelry sounds, or these leather sounds. Okay, if you chose the leather sounds, your favorite part about going out with your friends is the ride on the way there when you are just chatting or listening to music, getting pumped up for whatever you're doing. And if you chose these sounds, you have a drawer full of random stuff that you don't have a place for. And it drives you kind of crazy sometimes when you think about it, but then you get so anxious thinking about it that you just don't do anything about it, and the drawer continues to grow. Next, the mushroom beret. Or the Kerbini. Have you decided? Okay. If you chose the mushroom, you were the kind of person who always got what they wanted or what everyone thought they wanted, but really there was something deep down just missing inside. But to the outside world, you were the kind of person who always got what they wanted. If you chose the Kerbini, you were neglected as a child. Next. This one's gonna have some in it, so choose the die or the little rabbit. The little rabbit, the little rabbit, the little rabbit. The little rabbit. If you chose the rabbit, you do or have at one point made the fact that you like horror your entire personality. The fact that you like horror your entire personality. If you chose the die, you do or have had a habit of mansplaining things, regardless of gender. Next, the bubble tea or the mushroom, the mushroom, the mushroom. If you chose the mushroom, you are the kind of person who always talks about going kind of off the grid and living off the grid and having a cute little house somewhere in the middle of the mountains. But really, you could never do that because you need to have internet and you need to be able to scroll TikTok until 4 a.m. And if you chose the bubble tea, you're the kind of person who considers coffee and maybe even a little to be a full breakfast, even though it is not. You consider coffee a meal. And then you wonder why you're anxious. Next, the entire necklace. Or the little froggy. Okay, ready? If you chose the necklace, you're the kind of person who puts on their dating profile that they love adventure, but really what you mean is like having an entire day where you just hop from thrift store to thrift store. And that's your version of adventure. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you chose the froggy, you have at one point been on a cruise or some sort of vacation where once you came back to school, you made that your entire personality for like a week and tried to humble brag about it. The neon moon, or the sequined notebook. Okay, if you chose the sequined notebook, then when you were a kid, you used to be one of those kids that would like write like chapter books or some sort of thing like that. Just like different shit, even maybe fanfics. But you were definitely that kid who would write novels and stuff on their iPad or their computer or something. And maybe now you write fanfic. Maybe now you're a fanfiction writer. If you chose the moon, which just died on me, you are a consumer of fan fiction. And you don't care where you're at, you're gonna finish your fanfic. That is everything. Let me know how accurate I was in my assumptions about you. and let me know if you want me to do another one of these or something similar.